beautiful souls. I'm here today and I'm going to give you a 18 plus reading. You have to be 18 or over to listen to this, and it's a pick a card, and we're going to describe what your next sexual encounter is going to be like. So your next sexual encounter with someone, and what's it going to be like, what's the details, and some sexy messages they have for you. So right now I got a pile 1 right here, pile 2 right here in the middle, and pile 3. So I'm going to ask you to go in and meditate and use your intuition to see which pile you are drawn to. If you get in that pile and you're not feeling like it does not resonate for you, you may be in a different pile. Come back and make another selection. And really, this is just, you know, this reading shouldn't be telling you anything that you don't already know, and what your intuition and guts tell you. So if you're hearing something in here and you're like, wait, what? This doesn't make sense, then it might not be the pile for you. You may be in a different pile here today. So it's all right to watch one or watch all 3 to see which one resonates with you. We're going to use our intuition here to pick this pile. And then I will see you at your pile. The link's down below for pile 1, 2, or 3. Also, all my information's down below. If you really resonated, I'd appreciate a like, share, comment. I want to chat with a few people. Go ahead and subscribe and hit the bell button and all that good stuff. So I'll see you at your pile. Hey, pile 1. Those of you that resonated with this deck and this gem right here, welcome to your pile. I'm going to go ahead and deal out all the cards here, get into what your next sexual encounter is going to be like and what's going to happen in it, and then we're going to pull some juicy messages from your person to you, sexy messages. All right, we're going to do a little bit of magic here, and I'm just going to have them all dealt out. Okay, so the signs that I'm getting here, just for an energy check-in to make sure that you are in your right pile, I am getting air energy and earth energy. Particularly air energy of Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini is coming in strong, along with Capricorn. Those are the strongest energies I have. I'm also getting some Taurus and Virgo in there. So it could be any one of those signs or a combination of those signs. But I feel like your person is a very, they have a little bit of groundedness into their personality, but they're very logical and very intelligent. They love some conversations. They love logical, intelligent conversations. And they're a pretty grounded person. A hard worker, and that shows a lot of intelligence and logic. So let's go ahead and look into how your next sexual encounter is going to be with them. So what I'm seeing right off the bat is that your partner is going to be like coming in there really seductive. Just really, they want to seduce you. So they're going to be laying it on it thick. They're going to be using words as foreplay and just come up there and try to sweep you off your feet and seduce you into this really nice erotic night. So when this person comes in and seduces you, they're going to follow that up with like a lot of foreplay, just a lot of foreplay, and really just kind of set the scenes and want to do like some candles and massage you and really get you going. You know, in amongst those massages, I feel that not only are they going to be using their hands, they're also going to be using their tongue and mouth just to go over your whole body. Just giving you this beautiful massage with their hands, and then kind of following up with kisses, gentle kisses all over your body. And I see like a really like big concentration on not even just kissing you all over the body, but when they get to that sweet spot, when they get to your pipe or your box, however it resonates with you, they're going to pay a lot of attention to that area. They are just going to work that area with their mouth for a while where you're begging to stop, that you just can't even last any longer. You're just wanting them to stop. And when you do, then they're going to slow down a little bit because they're trying to prolong this. They want it prolonged, long night of taking you to the brink and bringing you back, and taking you to the brink and then coming back again. Now this is where I see it, like all of a sudden it's just slow and sensual. You're like gonna come in with like this so seductive seduction, and then do this slow, long foreplay of sensual massages and mouths and taking you to the break with oral pleasures and back again. And then all of a sudden it's gonna be like a key, like that wheel over here is just gonna turn. The wheel, it's gonna go up a notch. Like it's gonna be this slow, sensual thing, and then right when they're like, okay, I've teased you enough and brought you back, then all of a sudden, here's the dial. And they're going to just turn it up into something that's a little bit more passionate, and they're going to just want to bring in and experiment with different, I see, toys and techniques, whatever is comfortable for you guys. I have a lot of different people watching this video, so it's going to be different for everybody, but it's something that you guys are wanting to try as a couple together. Something new. You're either bringing toys into the bedroom. I see that as a good possibility if you're open to that, or just new positions and techniques that you haven't done, and you're just gonna like kind of be jumping back and forth through them, and the passion and energy is gonna pick up like so fast. So yeah, there's just gonna be just like all this fast energy and picking, trying new things and doing a lot of different things. You'll do it earlier, how they were in oral play, slowly getting you there and then pulling back and then going again. And this is going to be the same thing. Every time you guys get close to climaxing one or the other, they'll want to switch it up and try something new, a new position, and do this, and kind of like slows down that momentum, and then you're building it back up again. And I see that, when it turns into this, it's going to be sensual over here, and then it's going to turn into that, and it's going to be intense, it's going to be a passionate exchange, just with a lot of, mixing it up and everything. I just see you guys, multiple rooms, multiple locations, multiple positions, from here to there to everywhere. I don't know if my hands are looking sexy doing that, but it's going to be intense, it's going to be hot, and it's going to be sexy. All right, let me get a couple messages that they want to do for you. Pile one's person. Let me straighten this out a bit here. Sorry, I got excited and I knocked it around. Pile one's person. What do you want to do with them sexually in the bedroom? What is your next sexual encounter going to be like? What do you want them to know? All right, I'm going to use here my personal Naughty Vibes Oracle deck for these sexy messages. If you're interested in the deck, I actually have the link down there to my Etsy shop. I sell the deck already made, but I also sell it in PDF format if you just want to print it off at home and just do it yourself for a cheaper option. Same exact messages, except one's done. One's in just a PDF downloadable file that you can instantly print on your computer at home. All right, so here are a couple of messages that they have and they want you to know from this deck. I am fantasizing about you. I think what they're having going on right now in their mind is they are thinking about this next sex encounter between you. And they just want you to come so hard. They want you to just be climaxing out the roof. And that's why they're doing a little bit of that, taking it there and bringing it back, because they feel like the more times that they do that, the more powerful this explosion between you, that climax, is going to be. And they're fantasizing about that right now. They're actually planning this in their mind, how it's going to unfold. I think that the beginning, the seduction phase, and the massages, the oil, is going to go as planned, what's going through their mind. However, when it turns up, it's going to be spontaneous, and they don't even know what's going to happen there. They just know that they just want to, you know, come in there and seduce you, and do a bunch of crazy stuff. Gentle caresses and slow kisses. Oh, funny that I'm still over here, because that's where I got it. It was kind of like this was telling me a story from here to there for your sexual night that you guys are going to be having. And this over here was talking about the gentle and the foreplay. So gentle caresses and slow kisses. You make me want to be vulnerable. They want to be vulnerable with you. They want to open up and just be vulnerable and have that freedom to just have like a really strong sexual night with you. And they want to stare into your eyes as our souls connect. So what is more deep and intimate than entering you for the first time, or them entering you, or you entering them, and just the look on that face. There's 2 times staring into somebody's eyes, and this is what I'm getting right there when you enter, right there at that point, and then again as you climax together. So I'm going to do one more of this deck, and then I'm going to pull some sensual messages. Mutual masturbation. All right. They're going to want to, during this many different things that you're going to be doing, to also just kind of touch yourself. They want to learn. They want to show you what gets them off. They want to learn what will get you off. Okay. Then I'm also going to use these Sensual Love Oracle cards that I did purchase on Etsy from a different seller. Post some messages. Pile 1. What messages do you want? Pile 1 to know. Pile 1's person. What messages? Tell me where you want me to touch you. And, you know, they're a very intellectual person, especially, you know, if they have those air signs placements. So they want some communication in the bedroom. Earlier I kind of picked up on a little bit of a dirty talk, so I think they're gonna like that, and some communication on what you want. That's gonna turn them on soon. This is going to happen this night. This next sexual encounter is gonna happen soon for you. This is not something that you're gonna have to wait for a long time. Will you guide my tongue where to go? Well, they have that. They want to kiss you everywhere. And they want you to tell them where it is they should go. Oh, the place I long to kiss you, my love. Well, the places. This should not be, oh, the place I long to kiss you, my love, because what I hear and see is places. The places they long to kiss you, and it's they are going to be doing that. There's going to be a lot of oral, a lot of mouth play there. They're going to kiss you. It should be, oh, what places do I not long to kiss you? Because there's not going to be too many places they're not going to want to kiss, because they're going to want to kiss everywhere. So if this reading, that's it. You know, this is how we're coming to end here. About your next sexual encounter. If this resonated with you and your partner, go ahead and leave a thumbs up. Give me a comment. Tell me how it resonates with you, or if it happens. Like to hear, like to share. I comment back. I like to talk. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Press the bell button so you get notified. I'm going to have a lot of new videos, a lot of new content coming out. So I want to say love and light to you. Hey Pile 2, welcome to your reading. We're going to get into here and talk about your next sexual encounter. You must be 18 and over to watch this. Sorry, we're getting a little dirty here. So I'm going to talk a little bit about what your next sexual encounter is. And then we're going to pull in some sexual messages from your person. So I'm going to do a little magic here, and then all the cards are going to be here I am just tripping over my words. All the cards will be dealt out. All right. Here we go. Let's just do a little energy check-in here. So what I'm seeing here, that either in their sun or major chart placements, a lot of Pisces energy and a lot of Taurus. Pisces and Taurus energy. Possibly even Cancer and Scorpio here. And instantly from this connection, I see there's a lot of passion and a lot of emotion. So with this connection, a lot of passion, a lot of emotion in there. Pile 1 was more like an intellectual and grounded approach, but I see with you guys a lot of passion. I see that your person is more somebody else. Your partner is a very sympathetic person, probably a little artsy, somebody that's a very caring individual, an emotional, caring person, and they're very empathic. And so that's what I'm saying about your person. Now let's go ahead and take a look about your next sexual encounter. So what I am sensing right out the bat with this next sexual encounter is there is going to be a lot of hot, steamy sex. Very passionate, very intense, but also romantic and loving. I see them coming at you in a very romantic way. Trying to come in and do that flowers, candlelight dinner, romantic way in the hopes to sweep you off your feet. And the end game is this hot, passionate, steamy night. So it's coming in slow, romantic vibes. You will not regret it if you choose to have that. This could be that you're already in a relationship. But for those of you that are watching, and this is something new, maybe a first time, you're not going to regret this, because it's going to be very, this person knows how to satisfy their partner. So this night, this next sexual night that I'm getting for you, it's going to be hot, intense, somebody that's really in tune with you and really knows how to please you. And I'm just feeling and getting this sense of total satisfaction, feeling very loved, feeling very romanced in the traditional sense, and then turning into this hot, passionate night. So let's get more into that night. So what I'm getting next after this nice candlelight dinner, however this typical romantic date unfolds, towards the end of that, what I'm getting is going to be this like really intense, passionate kiss. And then it just kicks things into this passionate, intense. I see some lingerie being worn. I think this may be a one-off, but somebody may have a sexy outfit on underneath, knowing that it's going to lead to this. Others may go slip into a little something more comfortable, but it's going to be like this very sexy lingerie and the divine, I'm getting like the divine feminine energy, or whoever in the situation that wears this lingerie is going to be so hot and so attractive and make this other person who's not in the lingerie just so lustful, like they're out of their mind. And so this desire just from watching you around, I see a little sexy little dance, and it's just going to be like so, turn them on so much. They're just going to like take you, just grab you up in their arms and just rip that off, just rip it off. And like it's so, the energy here is just so horny, so passionate. And it gets a little like the passion is so intense that it starts to get a little rough. I see them just ripping this lingerie off or pulling it aside, bending over. If you're masculine, feminine, however this relates, but kind of just bending over and getting it from the back and just taking it, just flop it, just like flopping somebody over and going to town, however they're going to go downtown back there. But just, yeah, getting it from the back, doggy style, intense, passionate, fervent. You can't get enough in each other. And just kind of like, it's very quick, deep, intense sex. Even if it's just a toy back there or a mouth, whatever it is, it's just as deep as it can be, very intense. And during this time, it's just going to be so wild and fervent, and I hear like these moaning and almost screaming, like from both parties. It's just going to be, it's very, very wild, very spicy. Now I see this happening after the dog taking it from the back and the doggy, but I don't see that being the end of it. I see them, and now this could happen before the doggy, but I'm seeing that the doggy happens, and then they very roughly turn you over, or you turn them over, and you tie them up, bind them, handcuffs. And actually, I think about it too. This could be, I see turning over. I feel like that for some, there's two groups here. Some of them, binding's going to happen. But some, at this point, they get turned over, kind of rough, and they tie up their arms and their feet. And then the other group, I see, while that's still in that position, them taking like something that resembles like a belt, like you would see in a robe, like silky or satiny, and just pulling the arms back behind, just, behind this person that's laying down. But I don't see this happening with the feet. But I see the hands being bound in this fashion. But what's going to happen is the legs are going to come out. They're going to be separated. So binding may happen with the legs, but not together, because they're going to want them out. And instead of being on all fours like you were before, you'd be laying on your belly, kind of almost flush with the bed, and you or your person, whatever your role is, and then kind of lifted up, maybe with a pillow or some kind of device in the hip area, to make that entry easier, and then continue on with that doggy style, where the other ones, when they're flipped over, they're gonna do I see both, some teasing with the mouth going on also, but then also at that time, I feel like what the person that's on their back is going to have the pillow or something placed underneath them for their hips to get put up a little bit, or even just picked up if the person's very strong. Either way, I do feel that half the people that are going to be on their back at that time, they do get released, and flipped back over to doggy. So it doesn't, like, they start in doggy, get flipped over, then come back to doggy, where it ends. And then the other ones just kind of stay there. But they just start binding them up. So let me go ahead and draw some messages. Straighten out my camera here. I keep knocking it around. I'm going to use 2 different decks. First off is my Naughty Vibes. This is my personal deck that I made. Just sexual messages from your person. It is on Etsy, my Etsy, which I have a link below. I actually have the deck that's been made fully for sale, but I also have some PDFs if you just want to print it off at home and have your own deck with just some, you know, printer stock, card stock. So I'm going to pull some of these, and then I'm going to pull some sensual messages from here, which I bought from another seller on Etsy. All right. Pile-Two's person. What kind of messages? What kind of sex messages do you got to tell Pile-Two? BDSM desires. Well, that's why we're getting tied up. There might be, you know how passionate and intense it is. I do see that there's probably going to be some light spankings going on. Nothing, I don't think that it's going to be really, really intense, or I'm not picturing for the group as a whole to be really intense. Some are going to be a little bit more intense than others in those BDSM desires. BDSM is bondage, sadist masochism, so it's either doing some bondage or causing pain or receiving pain. It's kind of like the group. It all falls under BDSM desires. I don't see it being too hard for the majority here. Just take it as it resonates and your guys' comfort level, because I don't see it exceeding anybody's comfort level, just where your comfort level is. I just see that a lot of different people have different levels that are going to be watching this. So, I cannot stop thinking about you naked. If they have not seen you naked, they are imagining what your body looks like, and they love it. And if they have, well, they love it. They can't stop thinking about it. You drive them insane with passionate, horny desires. Your body is a work of art. Well, you know, that's why they can't stop thinking about it. It's perfection. Whatever you got going on underneath there, it goes on for them. You have been naughty. Punishment time. Maybe I should put you over here with the BDSM desires. Like I said, this I'm seeing some like little light pattern, light punishments, little light biting like that. But whatever's comfortable for you in your connection. Sit on my face. Oh, they want to be smothered. They want to taste you. All right, let's go ahead and get some of the sensual. I'm ready to see your expressions and hear your moans. Well, I'm thinking that it's going to be more hearing your moans, because I hear it a lot of moaning and screaming. I'm not sure about seeing that expression so much when it's the doggy. Maybe for the group that got flipped over, they'll be able to see your expression. Otherwise, they're going to hear some moans and screams, and more likely a little bit muffled. If you only knew the things I want to whisper in your ear. Dirty talking. The goal is to leave you with a smile on your face that lingers. I think their goal is to also make you a little weak in the knees, where you kind of sex, you get up afterwards and you're just like, oh, jelly legs. Jelly legs. Anticipation is building. Oh yeah, they're excited. They are so excited. But once this gets rolling, once that passion starts, there's no building some anticipation and just holding back, because it's intent. It's hot. It's wild. It's passionate. So if you felt like you resonated, go ahead and give me like a thumbs up, a like. Go ahead and comment. I'd love to talk to everybody in my comments. I want to hear how this may have resonated. If you got a story to share, I will comment back. If you feel like this reading resonated with you, you want to subscribe to my channel, hit that bell button so you can be notified, because I have a lot of readings planned that I'm going to be getting out here, just having to do with all kinds of stuff. I'll even take suggestions down there in that comment about any kind of readings that you might want to hear. I wish you love and light. Hey, Pile 3, welcome to your reading about your next sexual encounter. Again, you have to be 18 or over to watch this. Sorry, there's going to be some sexual messages. We're going to talk about your next sexual encounter, what's it going to be like, and some sexy messages for from your person. It's going to be like magic, and I'm going to have all the cards dealt out. Give me a minute here. All right. So I'm going to get here and get the energy. What I'm getting here strongly, I have some Cancer and Taurus energy, but I also have some Pisces, Scorpio, and then fire too. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius on the table. How I'm getting your person, what is your person, what I'm getting about them is that they tend to live life very passionately, and they live life very emotionally. They're in touch with their emotions, but they're also kind of fiery and headstrong. So I see like a dual energy there within your person. Okay, let's go ahead. I'm going to jump in and tell you about your next sexual encounter. So what I'm seeing here is an energy of something new, a new connection. Yeah, you're going to meet somebody new. This is going to be like a first time. This vibe is pretty specific. So it's either going to be that it's a brand new encounter. It's going to be your first time that you're having these sexual relations, or for those that are in a partnership and role play a bit, you may be role playing that you're strangers. Because this energy in this reading, if that doesn't apply to you, maybe you may be in another pile, or this part right here may not resonate. You can go ahead and listen further. There may be some things, being that this is for an eclectic audience, not everything 100% resonates in each pile, so you may find other messages within here that are pertaining to your situation. But right now, right off the bat, that's what I'm getting. Just random sex, first time type vibes. I see a lot of, in this sexual encounter, it's like I said, it's going to have that it's almost going to have like a one night stand type of vibe to it, even if it is more than that. It's just gonna be like a couple. I just see these couple strangers meeting, going on this, either for a hookup, possibly a date, maybe. I think it's both for different people here, but it's gonna carry with that exciting energy of just a random hookup, that one night stand vibe. You're not going to be disappointed. This partner is going to be very, very gifted in the bedroom. They're going to know what it is that turns you on. They're very in tune with your wants and needs, even not knowing you that well. They're going to be they're able to pick up cues, so they know what it is, and they can change gears to what's gonna do it for you. I see them also kind of set the scene and being a little romantic in the beginning, trying to seduce you and woo you into that bedroom, woo you into that bed. I don't see a whole lot of foreplay with this. It's not one of those longer. The pile one, totally different vibe than pile 1 and pile 2. Pile 1 and pile 2 both had some foreplay. some seductions leading up. I just see this being more of a quicker type of encounter, sudden. I hear them being kind of romantic, and they're kind of compliment you and like feed into you a little bit. I also see a little bit of bondage going on. They're gonna want to like tie you up and get a little bit kinky. But I see some passion on the table. I just don't see that much of an emotional connection, but it's gonna be hot. This instance, it's going to be kind of like sex with no restrictions. You're going to try some new things that you never thought to try before and find out you like them. Yeah. And then I see like yeah, so basically that's what I'm saying. I feel like I'm almost not getting, you know, enough. I may ask a clarifying card here because, you know, I really went in deep with pile one, pile two on everything that was going to happen and step by step. With this, what I'm just picking up is something new, this new connection. It's going to be hot and steamy. A little bit of light bondage going on, tying you up, newer connection. They're really going to know how to please you. I don't get that this one is going to last a long time. This instant is not going to be something that's hours on sex fest. I see it's this newer connection, them doing exactly the right things, being a little kinky, trying some new things, tying it up, and just like an overall fun, enjoyable night. Nothing with a lot of feelings. Let me go ahead and grab one more clarifier. Can you clarify anything else that pile 3 needs to know about that night? Nine of coins. So the only other thing that I'm seeing here that I think I can add is I feel like this is not going to be like in their home or your home. It's going to be someplace fancy, possibly like a hotel, just someplace fancy. Maybe meet this person on a vacation or a trip, but it's going to be kind of fancy. And just, you know, a lot of pleasure. All in all, it's a very good night. I'm going to go ahead and pull some messages they have for you. I'm going to use my Sexy Message Naughty Vibes deck, which I have this on my Etsy shop. My link's down below. I sell the deck, or I also sell PDF printables that you can print off at home if you want to, just for a cheaper route, if you want to get the messages that they have on the back. On there, and then I'm going to pull some sensual messages from this oracle deck that I purchased from another seller on Etsy. So, all right, let's see some messages they have for you. Pile 3. What messages? Pile 3. Maybe we'll uncover a little bit more about what's going to go on that night. Oops, I dropped it. I want to bury my face in your breast. And if it's vice versa, either they want to bury their face in your breast, or you vice versa, you want them to bury your face. I want to experiment with some toys. Yeah, I see some experimenting going down with that. Just being experimenting with pleasure and experimenting with toys. Netflix and chill. Yeah. And that kind of verifies that vibe that I was getting. It's kind of like the first time vibe or a hookup. It's yeah, just Netflix and chill. Not a lot of commitment surrounding this next sexual encounter. At least during this sexual encounter. Not sure if something would grow from it. That's quite possible. But just at this time. Spread your legs and open up to me. They want to get inside, or they want you inside of them. Energy. We don't do energy here, male, female, however it works. And again, I get this, the casual sex. So here the oracle messages are kind of confirming earlier what I was getting, the vibe that I was getting for this one. I'm dying to taste you. I can't deny it. During your encounter for this evening, there is going to be a little bit of oral on your partner's behalf. I'm going to discover all of your pleasure spots and give them undivided attention. Yes, it's going to be a very good night. It's going to be very satisfying, very fulfilling. I'm ready when you are. I feel like they are going to be hot and bothered right away. They're just ready to jump in it and go. My pleasure will come from pleasing you. So this person that you're going to hook up to gets off. They really get off on the fact that you're getting off to them. So the more that you are excited, the more horny you are, it turns them on more. It's kind of like a nice little circular motion going on in that one. All right, I'm going to go ahead and draw this to a close. If you vibed at all with this, it resonated, go ahead, like, comment, share. I'm always down there responding to comments. I'd like to know what you thought. If you have a reading idea for the future, I'll drop it in there. Also, subscribe, hit the bell button so you're notified. I have a lot of readings planned that I'm going to be getting out of here. So if you'd like to be notified of any of my future readings, go ahead and subscribe. All right. I wish you love and light.